Hello and welcome here today for Super Saturday. Here today for first match of today on Super Saturday between two teams. It's between Georgington City versus Warenord SC. There's a battle between who will be in second place by the end of today, as these two teams are still competing against Georgington United for the Premier League title, perhaps depending on whoever wins here today, because this match is very, very important at the late stages of the season, because it could be anyone out of Warenord, out of Georgington City, and out of Georgington United as well, to perhaps may get the top of the table perhaps by the end of next week. Of course, that's when the season ends. And Jimmy, tell us your thoughts about the home team today and how they're going to do in this game, because there's a big battle between these two teams. What do you reckon about City? Well, City, of course, at home. They played against Warenord way back in January in the first part, and they drew 2-2, they did, and it was a very good time it was when they drew 2 against them. But today, they're playing, of course, at home today in front of their supporters. They haven't got many games left of the season. They've got like three games after this. They've got 2 midweek games, and then they got the last game of the season on the following Sunday, and that's going to be a very important game as well for all the players, of course, for City, in terms of maybe getting the league title at the end of the season. But it could be anyone's game. It is a 3-horse race for the league title this season, and for City, they're at home. The fans really want them to win today, but the problem is that Warenord, however, have not lost, been unbeaten in the Premier League since November, and that's all I've got to say about that. And that'd be a problem how City could really deal with Warenord, and even they lost against Warenord in the KFC League Cup a month ago. Let's talk about your old team, Warenord. They're unbeaten since November. Had a very good unbeaten record this season so far. What's their plan today? Because they are third at the moment on goal difference, on the same points as Georgington City. Any thoughts on them? Well, I think for Warenord, they know that they, of course, against City away from home, it'd be a challenge because, against a team who also in the same position as where City are at the moment is challenging. And I think that today's game is going to be very, very huge for Warenord to come here. And we know that they know the pressure. They can actually feel the pressure. And they actually can deal with the pressure very, very easily, Warenord. And, having tough games, playing United, who are top of the Premier League, even went actually top of the league actually a couple of weeks back. And then they started dropping points. And they dropped down to third in the table because of it. And on goal difference, they've dropped down to third place. So, to be honest with you, I think that today they are going to really take the pressure in and forget about what's going to happen around them. And that's what we're going to hopefully do to them. I reckon they probably will. Right, let's go now into the game, of course. But before we get to the game, we're going now to the managers. We're going now to Jose Mourinho and Pep Guardiola. Jose Mourinho, today is a very important matchup for your team today, as your team are playing at home against Warenord. Any thoughts about this match? Well, today is an important game for our team. We know that today there's a chance maybe on closing the gap on United. We win against Warenord today at home. And we know that they're a good side. We know that they had a phenomenal season, even last year when they won the Premier League title. Can't forget about their moment last season. But also this season as well is also big, because we know that we have got a very good side, a good team, and a good maiden spirit. And we won the Premier League twice under me as manager of this club. And I know that it's be very, very important for us to win this game, and also to win throughout all the games that by the end of the season, because there's a chance on a trophy maybe if we end up winning our matches. And United, of course, drop the points in their games, and if that can happen, then there's a chance that we could win the Premier League title this season. But we'll see. Okay, best of luck anyways, Jose Mourinho's matchup. Very important match, and best of luck. Thank you. Pep Guardiola, today is a very important match for your team today. You're playing, of course, away from home against City. Any thoughts? Well, I know that today we're in the same points as in City. We know that we are on 81 points in fourth position on goal difference, and we need to work hard as a team. We need to be a very good team. We've got to be disciplined, and we've done that throughout this season. And we only lost one game this season against Georgington United in November. and we've been a very good team, and we have to be very, very up front today and very, very organised. We know that City really get us a hell of a game in our home ground, of course, in January. They drew 2-2 against us, and today we have to do as 100% better today, and by doing the same thing, but by winning today, and that's what we want to try to do, and we have to do that as best we can. City are a good team. They are a threat to our team, despite us winning the KFC League Cup against them, of course, a month ago. Today is a very important game, and we can't come here and end up, of course, losing today. And we got a good record this league, so I don't feel any confidence that we'll lose today. But we'll see what happens by really working hard and really pressing like we've done throughout this whole season. Okay, thank you very much there, Pep Guardiola. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's all we have time for here today on Super Saturday. Let's get straight into the action. Hello and welcome here today for Super Saturday, and this is a battle. This is between these two teams because these two teams are fighting out one another for second place or maybe a Premier League title, maybe, because these two teams are trying to get towards where United are at the moment at the top of the Premier League. But it's between any of these two teams who've got to get a victory, of course, and make sure they are, of course, stepping the mark and closing the gap on Georgia United if they win here today. Between any of these two teams, they're both on the same points. They're both, they're batting out for second position or batting out for the title as well. And what a game it would probably be here today, at the end of the season nearly, to have this match to happen. If there's a draw and if United win tomorrow, that'll be huge. That'll be for United's opportunity to win the title. But we'll see how that comes about. But it's a big battle. It's a bit of a rivalry between these two teams. It is between Weldy and Georgetown City. Both teams need to get a victory here today. If they've got any chances on chasing United for that league title, they are top of the league, United, and they're both at the moment are in second and third place, as City, of course, are in second on goal difference, and Weyenoord are third on goal difference. But they're 5 points. They're 5 points behind United. But any of those two teams could even close a gap on them today. But it all depends if United end up losing tomorrow's match, and that if they do lose tomorrow, then it's a battle still on the line between the title, of course, at the end of the season, perhaps. We've only got a week to go until the season ends. We only got like games during the week, games obviously on the Saturday and on Friday as well, and then on the Sundays, the final league game of the season next week. So here we go. This is a battle right here between City and Weyenoord. These two had a match, of course, in the KFC League Cup, and Weyenoord won on penalties against, of course, City. But things could change. And maybe, of course, we all might have Weyenoord might win here today once more, like they did against them in the KFC League Cup. Or City might end up winning here today and try and close the gap on United, of course. So it's a big battle between Mourinho's City, and there's a big battle for him and a big battle for Guardiola's Weyenoord. So we'll see how that goes. But there's a chance here for a counter-attack here for Keita Blade here for Weyenoord here. Can't catch him up. The shot, oh my God, could have been on target, but a bit wide off of the post. That could have been a goal there to make it 1-0 nearly. Very, very close. Very, very close indeed. I thought that could have been a goal maybe, but close though. Now boots the ball now out. Now Neymar, Percy, Maradona, goal, and City have equalised, and it's 1-0, and Diego Maradona equalises right there, and City are in front. Huge, very huge it is for City to be in front in this matchup. A good pass there from Percy and Neymar to Maradona to assist him. And then he couldn't beat Maradona, so he scored. Big goal, 1-0 City. And that will put them up to, well, still in second place, but they'll be closing the gap on United if they win here today. Unless things could happen even more for Weyenoord, maybe it could happen. So it could be anyone's game today, but we'll see who it would be. Now, Maradona lost the... Virgil van Dijk lost the ball here. Could be a second, but a save there from Manuel Neuer. What was one playing at the back right there defensively? They're actually a bit weaker. And now Nagolan now for City. Now assisted maybe for Percy, but
defensively good clearance there for Waynor there. So that's going to be a corner kick here. Now Messi will take this corner. And now Nagolan. And now is Robert Lewandowski. Now Boateng. Messi. Neymar. Oh, saved there from Neuer. And you know, Wales, of course, had a very good season in this league, of course. They haven't lost many games this season, they haven't lost. Not many they haven't lost, and they had a very good season, Wales, in terms of not losing many matches. Last year, they won the league last year. This year, it hasn't been their year, and, well, it could not be their year, maybe. Only because they've drawn 8 matches and lost 1 game this season. They lost against their arch rivals United at the road. United, of course, beat Wales 2-0. And that was their last defeat of the season when they lost, of course, way back in November time. But can they try and get a win here today and not get a second loss this season? Now, Virgil van Dijk, oh, could have been an own goal nearly. But City, however, only lost 3 matches this season, but they've got 6 draws. But they've had a very good, okay season under Mourinho. His contract also expires at the end of the season. Well, I don't know if he's going to renew his contract or maybe not. But if he does win something and try and make the club happy like he's done throughout the 5 years, then I think rightly so sign a new contract. But chance for Hersey here. Oh, close. Very close. Very close there from Hersey there. And, oh, close. Now, he's going to boot away here. Now heads it. Now to Modric. Now is Lewandowski here. And now Modric. Oh. Close. Good chance though. Stegen will boot the ball here. They've done well possession-wise, City, today. Really dominated Wales, of course, throughout this match so far. Now Mickey. Alaba. Save there from ter Stegen. Now Maradona here. Now Wijnaldum. Vuj. And now is Mkhitaryan. Okay. Now boots the ball. And now it's Virgil van Dijk. Neymar. Maradona. Oh, Diego Maradona golazo. It's 2-0. And Waynor might be heading their second loss of the season. City scored a goal. Win here today, they'll move, of course, or stay in second place, but they'll close the gap on United, their rivals, if they win here today. Huge. I know these two teams are really qualified for Champions League for next season, but they've got a chance, or maybe a league title could actually come in their horizon, maybe. Only got a week to go left of the season, and obviously one of got game in hand as well, and they've got a couple of games game in hand before next Sunday, and City also have some games in hand as well, so we'll see how that comes about. But 2-0 City though, and Mourinho's side are in front by 2-0. And Guardiola's team are just hopeless, they feel, at the moment. Even City, of course, didn't even got a draw against Waynor, of course, at their home ground in January. They did draw 2-2 on that day. But it looks like that City have got the advantage over Waynor. Now Modric here. Now Mkhitaryan. And now is Modric. Now on the ball back here. Now is Vieira. Modric. Oh, Well, we know that even United, of course, lost like 4 games straight, and even against Waynord they did lose, and they were actually top of the Premier League at Waynord, just only for a couple of games, only for 1 or 2 games, and then they dropped to second and third, so they did drop quite a few points. And then United, of course, however, in their game plan, they won their matches. But there's a chance here, and a save there from Neuer. And they've also got a game in hand on United as well. They've got Waynord as well, and also on City, because they've got an extra game they've got. I think City have also got an extra game as well. But that could even use that advantage and try and win the league. But it looks like to me now, it could be their loss here today. Now there's a chance here for Wijnaldum here for Waynord. Now it's a chance. Vieira. Now it's Hersey. Now Neymar. Maradona here to Messi. Oh, could have been a third nearly there. It could have been 3-0. Could have killed off the game already before half time. Very close though. And now, Hersey. Well, that's a free kick. Right, the score is Georgetown City 2, Waynord 0 at half time. Wales, of course, are trailing by 2-0 here against Georgetown City, and that ain't good for them because they have to get something as well if they got a chance in the title, of course, in their opportunities against over United, of course, if they've got a game also tomorrow in their match. But so now it's a chance for Maradona, a minute plate, the chance for a hat-trick nearly, but a save there from Manuel Neuer. Waynord, of course, don't know what they're doing at the moment. They don't know what they're doing at all. And that would allow Maradona, of course, to score there, but he didn't. So that was something. And now it's going to be a corner kick here for City. Now across the box here. Iniesta. Nagolan. Right on the hands of Manuel Neuer. Huge. Now he needs to go all the way here to Lewandowski here. Very good there, ball. He won the ball very quickly. And now Iniesta now. What's he look like doing now? Now Bernardo Silva here. Lost the ball. And that Guardiola as well, and of course have to try and get 2 goals before the end of the match or win here. They've got to score 3 goals, but that ain't going to happen, it looked like. Now Messi now in the counter-attack here for City. And now all the way up to Neuer's hands. Now here's a chance for Bernardo Silva here for Waynord. Lewandowski. And now Bernardo Silva here. Iniesta right in the hands of ter Stegen. Now header. Now Wijnaldum. And now there's a chance here for Blade. Now Lewandowski. No, chance for Robert Lewandowski, and that went wide. And even Guardiola knows he needs to try and get his team to score in this game because they are losing here. This will be their 2nd loss of the season. This will be after they've been unbeaten actually in the league since way back in November when they lost 2-0 against. Well, they lost 2-0 actually in their match against United, of course, a team who are up the road from here. They lost 2-0 against them. They did the old Thatcher Road Stadium. So we'll see how they can come here and get a goal at least. But now it's Robert Lewandowski here. Now Lewandowski. I know the title race is really on, of course, between Weldon and City and United, of course, but the 2 teams in this title race are playing each other here today, and one can go one further, and City at the moment look like they're going to close the gap on United, of course, but United have got a game in hand, by the way, for tomorrow's match, so We'll see how they play in that one. But now it's Modric here. Now is a chance for Bernardo Silva. Crap cross right there. Now boots it. Now a header. Now it's Robert Lewandowski. Save right there from Mark ter Stegen. Now, okay. Now, Van Dijk. Modric got not long left to go here. Now, Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. Oh, the crossbar right there. Saved by ter Stegen, though. And it's still, of course, we all know it's 2-0. Well, of course, need to get the 2 goals, go level pegging. Yeah, Ziyech and Aurier and Jan Fran will come on. In Vieira. Two 0. Guardiola doesn't even feel happy at all on the touchline. Time's running out here for Feyenoord. Now Matuidi. Maradona now with the ball. Jose Mourinho knows, of course, in the touchline will be happy man to actually win here today 2-0. Now Modric. And now, oh, no. Now Lewandowski. Golan. Now, oh, getting right in the bollocks right there. And now is Maradona. Foul right there. Now boots it in the box here. Now Robert Lewandowski. Now Blade. Now Robert Lewandowski's through here. Lewandowski for a goal, and they got one consolation goal, but can they get back and get one more? That's something for the league champions, the current holder of this competition, or this league, of course, from last season. Can they get another goal maybe? They try and get a draw maybe out of City here. Got a last 5 minutes in the game, they got a goal back, but it's not enough though. And Guardiola telling the players get the ball in the box, centre square circle when they kick off and that. So he knows they're going to get something out of this match, but right there, Lewandowski 1v1 to the keeper, found a place, scored it. It's, 2-1. Now Vidic now the ball. Now Messi. Vieira. Now is Jan Fran. That's going to be all over any minute now. to, we've already got in the last bit of the game is City might get the victory here and Wales will lose. It looks like it to me. Don't look like it's any time for Wales, of course, to try and get another goal. It might look like they're going to lose their second game of the season and allow City to be second place by 84 points and allow them to close the gap on United just for now. But it all depends on tomorrow's match when they play tomorrow in their match on Sunday. But however, I don't see Wales, of course, if they go and hit in the counter-attack, the whistle blows. So I don't see Wales, of course, get a goal here, maybe. Now Bernardo Silva here quickly, but it's all over anyways, and Wales will lose here today, and City will win. And City are in second position. They close the gap on United at the top of the table for now. But the full-time score is City 2, Wales 1. And a huge loss for Wales.
The full-time whistle has officially blown here today, and Georgington City do gain 3 points and close the gap on Georgington United at the top of the table, as City are second but only by 2 points behind. But United have got a game in hand, of course, as they got to play tomorrow in their match, of course, against Kings Park Rovers tomorrow. But of course, however, City, of course, won today and ended Wales' unbeaten run throughout the last 20-odd games of the season. And Jimmy, tell us your thoughts about the result for Georgington City today. I thought City did very, very well. I thought they really, really, really wanted it more than, of course, Wales have. I think Maradona was a very good player today. He really manipulated the ball. Didn't allow Wales to take the ball off of him, like Virgil van Dijk, for example, or De Vrij, or Iniesta, and Modric as well. He just took them all on, and even took on Manuel Neuer. And that's why he's a great player, and a great player indeed for City. And I won't even be surprised if City even go all the way and win the league title. But we know they're still second place, and United have got a game in hand tomorrow in their match against, of course, Kings Park Rovers. But today was a fantastic win it was for City, and I thought at the end Wales did bounce back, but it wasn't enough for them, unfortunately. What do you think the problems were for Wales today? I think the problems were today, I think realistically, I thought attacking was fantastic for City. I think City were very, very all over Wales' defence. I didn't see any improvement in the second half neither, with how Wales have played from the first half to the second half. Nothing really changed. I think it was very, 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 very lackluster in some positions in the game. It wasn't very great. It was very, very slow. It has been for Wales today. It's not like Guardiola's team, and unfortunately they got a loss today, and that's bad for Wales if they want to retain the title at the end of the season. They got a win here today, but they didn't do that today. They lost today, and it was very, very disappointing indeed for Wales. But they can still compete for the title. They've only got another 3 games left. They've got a game on during the week. They got a game, I think, on the Friday, and then on the Saturday they got a game as well, and then on the Sunday they got the last game of the season. So they've got a lot of fixtures in 1 week before the season ends next Sunday. So there's a lot to play for Wales, and they could do it, but I don't think it's going to happen after the loss today against City. But anything can happen in soccer. Yes, let's go now to the managers, Jose Mourinho and Pep Guardiola. Jose Mourinho, your team, of course, won by 2-1. What was your thoughts in the match? Well, I thought it was fantastic for our team to win today, because it's a huge win for our team. If we got a chance maybe on being top of the table, try to go and compete with United, but it all depends on their match against Kings Park Rovers tomorrow. But we've got a game in hand, I think, because I think we've got a game enjoying the 2 days before the season ends on Sunday. So there's a chance maybe that we could do it. We could maybe outcome United, depending on how they play tomorrow in their match against Kings Park Rovers. But look, I think today, I thought Maradona was a fantastic player today. He really, really did very, very well to control the ball. Don't let Wales to take the ball from Maradona. And I thought he played a really good part today to win the match today. And I'm so impressed as a coach to see how the way he was involved as a player to score those goals, of course. And he did very, very well today, and I thought he played a very good part of the match. And I thought as well, if he wasn't scored today, those 2 goals, I reckon we would have lost today. But yes, we won today, and we really took control attacking-wise throughout the whole 90 minutes of the match. Okay, best of luck, Mourinho, in this week before the season ends. Best of luck in that. Thank you. At Guardiola, today your team, of course, lost your first league game since November last year when you lost 2-0 against Georgetown United. But today, you lost 2-1 against Georgetown City today. What was your thoughts on the performance on your team? Well, I thought today was disappointing. We weren't okay at all. I know we played slower soccer. We didn't really made it fast or pace that the team and the fans will feel attracted to, like we've done throughout the whole season. I think it wasn't our game today. I think City were very, very good. I thought they really had the advantage compared to us as they're at home, and we tried to do everything we can to try to dig on them and try to get something out of them today. But we didn't, and that was the biggest disappointment we'd had. But look, we're still in the title race still. We got a game in hand as well after match day 47. Got 2 games we had to play because we couldn't play them because of the cup games we played in the KFC League Cup and also the LSFA Open Cup. So we couldn't play those 2 games, but we'll play them, of course, on a Friday, on a Saturday, of course, and hopefully we can win those 2 games and win, of course, on a Tuesday or Wednesday, and also win on Sunday. If we can do that, win the next 4 games in a row, then maybe there's a title could be ours. But we just have to really be calm, stay positive, and if we can do that, then there's a chance. But we'll see. Okay, thank you very much, Guardiola. Thank you. Hello and welcome to Super Saturday's match 2 after the game between City and Wales. 2-1 the score was in that matchup. But let's get to the final matchup today. It is a battle of Europe between these 2 teams. Who's going to get a Champions League place? Maybe so. Between Parantos or CSKA Blue Tigers. Because we all know that Parantos win today, they will move up to 4th for now in the Premier League, as Addis have got a game in hand tomorrow against Sporting San Lake. But the other thing about the other team, CSKA Blue Tigers, they dropped points against Grasshoppers during the week. But if they win here today, then they'll be only 3 points behind Addis. And Addis have got lesser goal difference compared to CSKA, but CSKA's got the better goal difference out of the 2 teams who are above them. And that could even get them and slide into that Champions League or sneakily get into the Champions League position maybe, as they are the best goal difference team in this race. But Jimmy, tell us your thoughts about the home team, Parantos, first. Well, it'd be nice if they win today, and it'd be nice for them to get Champions League. I think they had a very good season in terms of progressing from last season. Last year they came 9th last season, and they had got into a final, didn't win the trophy, and they didn't play any European football. But today, this season, it's been a very good season, and they could play in Europe next season, definitely. Maybe the Europa League, or maybe the Champions League. It's likely it's going to happen. But what one is it going to be? But for Parantos, I think they will really want to go for the Champions League because it's the best, best competition in the world. And obviously, the Champions League's attracted to a lot of things of history and a lot of things through the years. And it'd be nice if they get involved in that competition, if they actually do end up qualifying at the end of the season. And also for the Europa League, that could be also a good route for Parantos next season. They could even use that competition to go all the way to the final. They might even, win the whole thing at that and might get Champions League the following year if they can't get into the top 4 next season. So there's a lot of routes for Parantos to do. I think, today they're going to really going to be at it today against CSKA. I know CSKA Blue Tigers did drop points in their last match against Grasshoppers, but they could also have an alternative to win today as well. Yes, we all know they can, because if they do end up getting a result here today, CSKA Blue Tigers, that means that they are only be 3 points only behind Addis, who are in 4th place. And if Addis end up losing tomorrow against Sporting Sun Lake, that gets a chance for the teams below, like Parantos and CSKA, to try and go above them. But what do you think about them today? Well, obviously, CSKA have to get top 4 no matter what under Jurgen Klopp this season, because his contract's up by the end of the season, and they expect themselves to qualify for Champions League, because we all know that he's been in charge for now 6 years now, and he hasn't even qualified into a top 4 ever since he's been manager. Only, won the Europa League and that was it, and went through that for that season. But apart from that, they haven't done anything to try and get into the top four ever since Klopp was in charge. So, to be honest with you, this game's going to be very, very big for them in terms of that as well. They've got the best goal difference out of the two teams who are above them. They've got to use it by hopefully winning matches. They only got not many games to go, so they have to try and win the most games they can to get that position, hopefully. Yep, absolutely so. And we'll go now to the managers. We'll go now to Brian Clough and to Jurgen Klopp. Brian Clough, today you are playing, of course, at home against Chester Go Blue Tigers. Win today, you will go fourth only for the next 24 hours before Adders do play their match, as they've got a game in hand compared to your team, of course, tomorrow against Sporting Sand Lake. Any confidence in this match today? Well, the confidence is actually high, of course, absolutely. I know there's a lot of pressure, but we love the pressure a lot in these games coming up and etc. But at the same time, we've had a very good season, and we know that we've got another 3 or 4 games to go. We've got till next week, till the end of the season, and that'll be it for us until next season. So it is vital, and we know we've got the squad can get into the Champions League, and I think we got the right team. We just got to try and use it more in these games, because it is big, it is vital for us, and even Europa League will be a nice accomplishment because we haven't been in this competition even before. So it'd be nice, but then Chester are also a very good team. They've got good players like Salah, Mane, Royce, and they've got some very good players in that. But it's a challenge, of course, for our team to hopefully overcome Chester Blue Tigers today. But we'll see. Okay, thank you very much there, Brian Clough. Thank you. Jurgen Klopp, today your team, of course, are playing away from home against Parantos, one of your European rivals, to try and get into the Champions League this season. You've got the better goal difference out of the two teams who are above your team, Chester. Any thoughts about this match? Well, it's important. This game, we have to be a good sub team. We have to show some fight. And pressure. We need to be up front foot today. We need to be a pressing team. We need to be up for it. We need to fight. We need to be a very strong team. We need to be very, very tough. And we have to be very, very good. And that's what we need to be. We need to be a very strong team. We need to try to work hard. And that's what we have to do. So it's important for our team. We need to work hard and we need to be strong. We need to be aggressive. We've got to be, up the front foot today. Because we know that if we can try to win today and win our next couple of games before next week, then there's a chance for Champions League. But we know that there's a long way to go. We did drop points, unfortunately. The last game was a costful result, but at the same time we need to look forward into this game today. We'll see. Okay, thank you very much there, Jurgen Klopp. Thank you.
Hello and welcome here today, and we are live at the Allianz Stadium here. It's Parantos versus Chester Go Blue Tigers. And let's get straight into it right now. This is the match, of course, Parantos versus Chester Go Blue Tigers here on Super Saturday. Jurgen Klopp's Chester Go need to get a victory, of course, if you've got any chance on chasing up the Champions League top 4 race. Parantos win here today, they'll move into 4th position, because we all know that, of course, Adders have got to play tomorrow in their match tomorrow. If they end up losing their game tomorrow, Parantos win today, then that means that'll be a good position to be in for Brian Clough's side, but perhaps maybe be in the Champions League qualification or qualify for next season, maybe so. But for Chester Go, they know that today is a huge game for them, for Jurgen Klopp's side, and also for his future as well. Did drop points in their last match against Grasshoppers at home during the week, but today they have to get a victory here against Parantos away from home. It'll be difficult though, but they have to do something. They haven't got enough time left of the season to really prat about, because it's near the end. And here we go, and let's get straight into the matchup here today. And it's Parantos versus Chester Go Blue Tigers. And let's get straight into the action, and let's get underway. And now is a chance here, good possession here for Parantos now. To pass the ball about, not the ball about in the back. Trying to show a bit of depth here. And now is Alan Gray now. Pass the ball here to Robert Cliff. Now Cliff now to Ronaldinho. Oh, just took him out there, Ronaldinho. Just out-powered Matt Nelson. Now to Gray from outside of the box, and Gray right there, the strike. It could have been the goal right there to make it 1-0 Parantos from that angle, but good try though. And I think Ronaldinho was the one who set him out to the plate and smacked it. It was very close down going to the goal, but Leonard couldn't even get it. So there you go. So it's, well, goalless in this match, so there you go. Haaland. Now Robert Cliff. There you go. Had a strike though. Well, Nelson leg for a corner. Now Robert Cliff. Kaka! Oh my god, what defending there from Naba Keita. Hit his head. I thought that was going to be a goal there for Parantos though. But they are hitting though hard though, Parantos. They know they need to win it today and try and get into the 4th position. Now, Williams could have done something there, but good defending there from Vida for Chestico. Now it's Conor O'Hore. Now is Robert Cliff here. And now Eriksson. Off, tried there, but he cleared it away again. Now Donny van der Beek. Now Gray. Haaland. And there's a chance. Oh! Oh no, what's Leonard doing there? Leonard gave the ball away. Now Chesco now got an attack opportunity here, but good defending there from Skarner. Williams. Haaland! Save. Now is Matt Nelson. Now Mane. Free kick. Royce will take this free kick here into the box. There you go. And now Eriksson. Now Vida. Oh, lost the ball there, Cliff. Haaland. Ronaldinho! Oh, close. That could have been the goal right there to make it 1-0, but it wasn't. So that's fantastic. So. Now is Eriksson. Now Royce. Now Akifif saves it. Now Cliff. Now Haaland here. Now header. Oh, Williams. Oh, good save there from Leno. He really kept his game there, he did. Really kept to himself there. Well, they have to win here to go Blue Tigers, otherwise they've not got any fight for top 4 there. We need to try and get into that 4th position. They haven't got they only got not many games to go. They've got a chance though. I think they've got a game in hand. So they've got opportunity to try and go up to 4th place. But it'll be difficult though on the points difference. But now Haaland now in the box here for another opportunity here. Save. Now Cliff now will cross the ball in. Now Williams. Save. Now Matt Nelson. O'Hore. Now Matthias. It's still goalless here in this match. Free kick from outside of the box. Header out. Now Matt Nelson. Haaland. Save. Ronaldinho. Haaland. Williams goal just before half time. Stephen Williams has made it 1-0 against Chestergo. Williams, of course, with Ronaldinho, with Haaland there, the shot. Then Haaland pinged it to Williams. No one there, space, goal, 1-0. And there you go. It's all over. It's Parantos 1, Chestergo Blue Tigers 0. Blue Tigers versus Parantos. And, well, we are back, of course, for this second half. And here we go. Now, Bellerin. Royce. Oh, that's one goal back there. And Chestergo Blue Tigers had to get that. Well, Parantos scored before half-time blue, and then half-time's up, and then after half-time, Chestergo just got a goal back to make it 1-1. They have to get a win here today to try and really, really climb towards that top four race. They're in the battle, though. They're in the run for it. And that could have happened, it could do, if they try and win today. But a good goal from Royce, though, to head that. So it's 1 goal for Chestergo Blue Tigers. Good cross for Hector Bellerin, though. Even Jurgen Klopp knows that this is his final year, maybe, in his contract, and he has to get this team in the top four, otherwise he'll leave. So he might leave. You don't know if he might leave, depending on what the board's going to look at. But missing out on top four every year ain't great, and they want to be in it. And it's still only when they won the Europa League they got through that. But apart from that, they have been very, very poor and toasted very, very poorly as well, Chestergo, in the last 5, 6, 7 years. But they got a chance on qualifying for top four, because Adder's got a game in hand tomorrow. If they end up losing their match tomorrow and they win today, Chestergo, then they're just not that. They only by, let's say, 3 points difference they'll be, and that would be huge, because that can even help them in going to the last game of the season, even if match day 37, to try and even at least in the last minute get in 4th place. But we'll see how that goes. Right now, Mane now. Now, Akinfeev. Now here's a chance here now to Gray. Now Williams. Now it's Sadio Mane. Royce. Oh, counter-attack here. Pater. Oh, hit the defence there. Awful. Now is Pater. Mateus. Salah. Royce. Oh, 2-1. And Chestergo Blue Tigers, they have got the goal to be only 3 points behind Addis in the top 4 race. They have to win here, Parental, to try and get into 4th position today, but they might not. It's a battle for Europe, it is, between these two teams. And Chestergo are in front at the Allianz Stadium. Huge. Very huge. This is anyway 2-1, and that means it's well, a chance, but it's 2-1 though. Leno. Jack Terry. Leno. Vida. Now back to Leno here. Bit of possession. They're trying to gain it out of this. Wasting a bit of time here. They want to try and hit on the counter attack here. Press them more. Now Matt Nelson. Now is Alan Gray. Now is Mateus. Now Salah. Royce. Oh, 3-1. They need this win today, and it might be a huge one if they do. 3-1. Very huge that is there. And it's Marco Royce with the goal. Just like that. Brian Cliffside are very, very disappointing themselves that they're losing this match. They are their European rivals, of course, trying to get into your Champions League position. And Chestergo could do that. They could. They've got a chance to. They've got probably a game in hand as well. And maybe they've not got any trophies to look forward to anyway as Klopp's side. But if they can get in the top 4 and that's it, that'll be a good season though. But 3-1 Chestergo, and they've done a bit better, they have, in the second half to really gain on the 3 goals they've scored. And Addis, of course, have got a game tomorrow. If they win their match, then they obviously are clear away from Pranox and away from Chestergo to may qualify for Champions League next season. And that means Chestergo and Pranox might be in Europa League. And now Royce with a bicycle kick there attempt, but that didn't work out. And that's going to be a good cross there from Hector Bellerin. Then bicycle kick attempt, but that wasn't a very good one though. But it's going to be now a goal kick. I think that the manager will be very, very Jurgen Klopp will be very, very he'll feel very ejected. He'll feel a very yeah, very, very very happy man, let's say. Sorry, but Brian Clough will be very, very worried about how can they get Champions League. They could still do it though. They've only got a couple games left of the season. And Mo Salah, meanwhile, scores a 4th. That's a great goal for Chestergo. They need this win. They need to really go closer and closer for that 4th place. They might be They might be in 6th place by the end of today because Pranos, of course, have got 70 points and they also have 69 points, but only 1 point behind 5th and only 3 points behind 4th place, depending on how Addis play tomorrow in their match. And Mo Salah equalises, and that's a very good goal. That is a very huge goal. And we know that tomorrow's matches let you know, but well, Addis Gunners have got to play Sporting San Lake tomorrow, a team in the relegation zone or battle. And United, of course, are playing against Kings Park Rovers. Has City, of course, won their earlier matchup, and they've got those two teams, Chestergo and City, really hope for United to well, Chester City, of course, hope Kings Park Rovers make an upset and beat United tomorrow, and also Parentos and also and Chesterfield Blue Tigers, Parentos and also Chesterfield really hope that Adders lose their match against Sporting Stand Lake tomorrow away from home, because if they do that, then that's chances on the wide open gap maybe for them to hit the advantage and try and move up to that position where they want to be. And now is Eriksson here. Now Salah, save there for McAfee. United, of course, know that they've got a game against Kings Park Rovers. City hope that they lose, and Chesterfield and Parentos hope that Adders lose against Sporting Stand Lake tomorrow to try and maybe go above them. Now Can right that place there from Can, and now Royce for a fifth. It's 5-1. That is huge, that is, for Jurgen Klopp's team. A fourth goal, a hat-trick is he already scored already, Marco Royce. It's 5-1 Chesterfield. What a counter-attacking team. Even Can really outpaced John Smith for Parentos. And Jurgen Klopp will be happy about that. 5-1 at Parentos' ground. And he'll be very unhappy to be Brian Cliff, because he knows that this was a chance on moving to fourth today. But that probably denied them. But allowing Chesterfield to go to win 5-1 today, it'd be very, very disappointing in some ways. But there you go. It'll be all over any minute now. Now Williams. And that's going to be out, over, all over. The game's finished. And hat-trick for Marco Royce. 4 goals he scored today. And there's hope for Champions League for Chesterfield maybe still alive in their horizon. Beating Parentos here by 5-1 here today. Champions League could happen. Parentos have bottled it. They could have gone fourth today, but they failed. The full-time whistle has officially blown here today, and that means that it was a huge win for Chesterfield. An away win. What a famous away win for Chesterfield today. 5-1 they scored. 4 goals from Marco Royce, and he was phenomenal today, he was. And Jimmy, just tell us your thoughts about the player today. He was magnificent. He was magnificent, of course, Alex. You know, he played a very good part in the game. I think, obviously, Parentos were leading 1-0 at half-time, and then straight from scoring just before half-time, straight after second half and that, great goal from Royce, and they smacked it in, really counter-attacked Parentos very, very deeply throughout the whole second half, and then they transformed themselves from losing 1-0 at half-time to the second half to win 5-1 today. It was a famous 5-1 win. They're still in 6th place, but on goal difference, they've got an opportunity to go even 4th, depending if Adders lose their game tomorrow, and if Parentos end up losing their games, and if, you know, Chesterfield might sneak into the top 4 maybe, by not even deserving to be in the top 4. So I think for Jurgen Klopp's team, well done to his team, and well done to the Chesterfield team to actually get the result today, because that's huge if they've got any chances on a top 4 position just about before the season ends. So yeah, I thought they played very, very well to that. I think Parentos, however, very, very poor, I think they've been. They've been a bit slow, they've been in this game, I think. And I think they allowed Chesterfield to expose them in the match. That's the word I want to say. And I thought that was not very, very great for them. But however, for Chesterfield Blue Tigers, huge win. They need to get more of these wins until next week. Otherwise, they might not even get top 4. So we'll see. Yep, right, let's go now to Jurgen Klopp, and let's go now to also the other manager as well, Brian Cliff. Brian Cliff, your team, of course, lost 5-1 today. What was your thoughts on that? Well, you know, awful. I think we weren't great enough in the second half. Alright, first half, we had chances. We got a goal in the first half. We were leading 1-0, and I thought, right, we might be heading maybe in a 4th position by the end of today. But Chesterfield really showed their who they were about as a team,
and they show their quality on the pitch at our home ground today. And it's very disappointing to see that happen, in my eyes, to see how the way we played at home, getting battered in the second half is unacceptable. But we know we got still got a chance on top four, no matter what happened in this match here today. So we've got a step foot for the next 3 games left of the season. So we've got to do this before next week, and we will try everything we can to push into that level. But we know there's a long way away yet till next week to see where teams are going to be. We've still got a game during the week, we've got a game on Friday, we've got a game on Saturday, we've got a game on Sunday, the last game of the season. So there's a lot of fixtures we've got this week, and we know that it could be anyone's opportunity, it could be, but we just hope that it could be ours, and hope that we can get at that last spot for a Champions League place for next season, and that's what I want this team to do, and we'll see how it all goes, but we'll see. That's what I've got to say about that, to be honest. Okay, thank you very much there, Brian Cliff, on the response today. Alright, thank you. Jurgen Klopp, your team, of course, won by 5-1 today. Maybe you could sneak in the top 4 just about time before the season ends. Any thoughts on that? Yeah, absolutely. You know, we could go up to 4th position if the other teams don't go their way. We win our games, then we could move and slide into 4th position. So yeah, I didn't even thought that we might even get Champions League position. We might even thought we might even get Europa League. But how the way we played and trained as well during the week was absolutely fantastic. Showed some fight, showed some character in the team, and yeah, I thought we had a very good game. And Marco Reus was magnificent today. 4 goals in a game in the second half is unbelievable. Wow, what a game for him. And I thought the whole game was good. And yeah, I thought we played very, very well. And I'm so happy as a coach that our team got the victory. We won 5-1. We pressed them very, very hard, and we made it difficult for Plantos today. And rightly so, we did a very good job. Thank you very much there, Jurgen Klopp. Best of luck in your this week before the last game of the season to make it top 4. Yeah, hopefully so. Thank you. Let be that for Super Saturday here today from Alex Chambers and Jimmy Hansberg. Goodbye for now. Coming up here on RBC is the Formula 1 Chinese Grand Prix.
It's time to find out which driver is up to the task of claiming the Chinese Grand Prix. We're here in Shanghai. We're here in the Yangtze River Delta today, home of the 16 corners that make up the Shanghai International Circuit. 54% of this 3.3-mile lap is taken at full throttle, and we'll be getting up to speeds of around 200 miles an hour, with DRS assisting the cars down the back straight before they brake into the sharp hairpin at turn 14. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
Well, the throttle goes both ways, Crofty. You've got to have the discipline not to try and win the race on the first lap. So always be prepared to lift early and give those around you more space. Trying to be the last of the late breakers with half a dozen cars around you.
Of turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
Well, the throttle goes both ways, Crofty. You've got to have the discipline not to try and win the race on the first lap. So always be prepared to lift early and give those around you more space. Trying to be the last of the late breakers with half a dozen cars around you may pay off from time to time, but it's also a great way to lose your front wing.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Verstappen, Vettel, Charles Leclerc and Albon. Ricciardo, Perez, Sainz, and Lando Norris. Stroll, Gasly, Esteban Ocon, and Kvyat, Magnussen, Raikkonen, Antonio Giovinazzi, and George Russell. Mäkinen and Romain Grosjean sits at the back of the grid. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race. There'll be many smiles at the factory after that one. A great race and a real team performance to take the win here in Shanghai. And talk to me, what do you think it was that sealed the win for them?
I'd say it was down once again to good consistent driving, nailing the corners, working to the track conditions and perfecting the team's strategies. They got all of these things right today and the results speak for themselves.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it.